Yeah,
Just
like
one, yo.
Properly. See now, you see now. This is our producer, no? You can't leave. This is literally year-end review. People want your opinion.
Can you see that Red Bull? No. Yeah, you can.
This is the shit we have to deal with when it comes to this, man.
Must drink it, bro. Let's leave. We're not sponsored by Red Bull. Doesn't matter. Guys, it doesn't matter, Owens.
Should I put in a glass?
No.
Don't dirty their glasses. Dirty it, dirty it. Dirty it. It's our last day here, dirty it. It's our last day here, dirty it. Yes, sir!
Eh? Just put it in the scullery.
Red Bull! Red Bull! We can't change the color of this can. Is this can in?
Yeah, it was.
Red Bull! Come alive.
It's fine.
It's not gonna be in if you put it on top here.
It's fine.
Come alive.
Okay, we're ready. Let's go.
Yeah, it's not.
Are you settled? Like
Yeah,
the food
motherfucker,
went
let's
down,
go.
you ate a bit, you not cranky.
See, I'm actually on the bulk. I just came from gym.
I'm on the bulk.
Well, how much have you gained?
I've gained like 1.5 kilos.
In a month?
Bro, I'm trying.
Hey, man.
That's more than I've gained this entire year, I swear. I'm consistent. I'm eating 4 meals a day.
I'm up 5 kgs, bro.
You age different, bro. Your body, your
What's that have to do with
metabolism,
it?
your metabolism
I'm in the
is
gym.
dead.
I'm
Your
eating properly.
metabolism is dead, bro.
Dead.
Your thing doesn't work.
How can you say that when I shit 10 times a day?
That doesn't mean anything. You bragging about gaining 5 kilos. You know, no, you should be proud of the fact that I even gained weight in my current state.
Fair. Current state is crazy. Okay, we're ready. Welcome back to the Let's Talk Foreplay podcast.
This is KANE.
This is Gremlin.
Yeah.
Reporting live from the Blue Room. A little bit of a switch up for the setup here.
Yeah. Thank you on the ball for having us.
Yeah. Final episode for the season, for the year.
Yeah.
Episode
10.
10 of season 3. So we are 30 episodes.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. It's an achievement. I'm not gonna lie.
That is
Shout
an
out.
achievement. 30 episodes and 852 subs. Guys,
852.
why you guys that want to put us on 1,000?
We're so close.
You know,
bro.
no, I got someone who works in like the YouTube monetary space texted me and they were like, are you guys on 1,000 yet? I'm like, no. They're like, have you guys reached 4,000 watch hours? I'm like, yes. Have you guys reached like, you know, all those mini milestones before the 1,000 subs? We got all of that. And she's like, okay, cool. When you reach 1,000 subs, hit me up. I was like,
Fire.
guys, we need 1,000
Okay,
subs.
we're almost there.
Let's get there.
Okay, the incentive. We spoke about the incentive. We're gonna get there.
Yeah. We'll cover the incentive at the end of the episode.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So this episode, if you're new to this, randomly, if you
we
are new to
talk
this
cuck
podcast,
and we bash people who DJ. I'm lying. We actually don't do that. I think you've become very open-minded to this, like to DJs being cuck and stuff like that. You still hate on it every now and then, but you've
that's
been a
my
bit
hot take
nicer.
of this year.
You've been a bit nicer about it,
Yeah,
in a sense.
I guess. Yeah, in a sense.
Brody stood up laughing.
Yeah. So this episode we're gonna focus on reviewing the year. It's the 2nd of December. We're gonna review the year. We're gonna review our favorite moments from the podcast.
Our favorite moments in general, the industry. Yeah. It should be fun. I think about it as foreplay wrapped.
Foreplay wrapped. Okay, let's do it. Let's get straight into it.
Yo.
So Brodi and JTI put together a couple of
a list of things.
A list of
that they want us to talk about.
Yeah.
So the first one is the hot take of 2024. Each of us now, our hot takes of 2024. Then it's the predictions for 2025. Top performing events and clubs. Then it's standout DJs for 2024, both in the established scene and the up and coming scene. Top food and drinks places before a night out. Top songs for 2024. Most overused DJ technique. That's a fun one.
Brody was cooking there.
And then the rise of brands, hardest working and most impactful brands of 2024. Your favorite set of 2024, biggest takeaway from 2024 as individuals and as a duo, and then what can we look forward to in 2025 for Foreplay?
Fire. There's a lot to talk about there.
It's a lot, yeah.
Let's try and blaze through it.
Yo.
Okay. Hot take of 2024. I know what mine is. So
Yeah.
I actually prepared some answers.
I
Not
didn't.
prepped, but I just
didn't.
made mental notes.
I didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't. I'm the on the fly, say what comes to my mind kind of person.
So what you thinking?
Wait. I need to clarify this. So when you say hot take, is that like what we've spoken about on the pod or off the pod,
It's just
or like anything?
Anything you want to say.
For the last 360.
Yo,
Let's
there's been a
start on
lot,
let's
bro.
let's do on the pod and let's do
Off
in
the
general.
pod. Okay. I don't even remember a lot of stuff I said on the pod because I
Crazy,
talk a lot of crap
bruh.
on the pod.
Okay, what do you think? Just I know what mine is.
Okay, what's yours? Let's start there.
You saying anything about Drake being the GOAT? That conversation is
How's
dead.
that a hot take?
That conversation is done.
How's that a hot take?
This year solidified the fact that he's not the GOAT, bro. Kendrick reigns supreme
Okay,
this year.
Kendrick reigns supreme. Hear me out.
And
Kendrick-
performing real is probably.
Okay, Kendrick reigns supreme.
That,
But
that
Drake-
was the hottest
hear me
take.
out.
What was the statement he made? He's like,
Kendrick
Kendrick
was-
has never been number one. There you go. That's the hottest take of the year,
Hear me
bro.
out. This man, Drake is not
He's
the
still
GOAT.
gonna defend him, eh?
Drake is not the
He's
GOAT
going
now.
out so bad,
Hear me
bro.
out.
His
Hear
whole
me
aura
out.
is so loser.
Drake is not the GOAT, but he's still the most streamed artist with no album dropped this year.
Most streamed is so boring, bro. Like that
Even
is
with
the-
Kendrick's
that is-
bots, he's still the most streamed artist.
Bots. You need to say alleged before you talk shit, bro. He's still hot takes.
Yay!
Vino,
Sit down.
bruh. So that is
Even
the
with-
hottest take.
Even with his bots, he still couldn't outstream Drake for the year.
That's not, I wouldn't say it's a hot take. That's just a stinker prediction from or stinker.
I don't think it's a
It's the
stinker.
hottest take.
It is a stinker.
You can't defend this one,
It's not
bro.
a hot take, man. I don't think it qualifies as a hot take. It qualifies as a stinker.
It's a blazing
I'll
hot
call-
take. It's a stinking hot take.
Nah.
That is a steaming pile of
Nah.
doo-doo, bro.
Nah.
We are closer to Durban than we are to Joburg in terms of the industry.
Damn, Durban Junior. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Ang firmly believes that Cape Town is turning into Durban.
No, that's not a hot take.
That's not a hot take. That's
That's a
fact.
prediction. That's my prediction,
for
actually.
2025.
My prediction is that we're gonna be stuck in 2000, the year 2000, the decade of 2000. Cape Town is going nowhere.
Skinny
They need
jeans
to, bro.
Yo, please bleep that, Brody.
No, don't believe that shit, bro.
Anyways.
Durban, literally, if you go to Durban, if you see any videos of Durban, there is nothing. It is like they are stuck in the 2000s, bro.
I mean,
we
they
are
play
heading
piano
there.
there.
Okay,
Sorry,
besides that,
sorry,
bro.
sorry. My bad. My bad.
It's bad.
Okay, I genuinely don't know what my hot take for 2024 is. I've said a lot of things on
Everything you said.
the pod. Nah, man.
just
That's
leave it
black.
there.
That-
Be serious with him for just
yeah, that's weird, bruh.
It's allowed to land. Just one.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know.
There's nothing. He's not landing. He's got nothing.
Damn, I genuinely don't have a
This is
hot
why you prepare. That's why I
You know what I'm saying, bro?
take. Not gonna lie.
What
so-
were you doing today?
Yeah. Guys, I'm learning how to produce music, so I spent 85% of my day today in Ableton trying to make beats. I suck at it for now.
Fine.
I
That's
suck
fine.
at it for now, but
Why are you laughing?
also I'll get better. I'll get better at it.
Vino walked in here wearing a beanie
and
with a cap on top of
Yeah,
it.
he's fucked in his head, bro. And it's
He hasn't come off his-
it's 95 degrees outside, and he's wearing
And
a
he's
full
wearing a
tech fleece.
full tech fleece,
Probably
bro.
has 2 pairs of socks on. Like
Crazy.
you know this. But anyways, I sent my car. I sent my car for a service. Got
Okay.
it back.
Okay, so you were busy. You have excuses. All right. Let's move on. Prediction for 2025.
Prediction for 2025. Foreplay, Boiler Room, Amsterdam.
Okay.
I can get my passport for that.
Okay.
Foreplay, Boiler Room, Amsterdam. I'm not saying that it's gonna be a boiler room in Amsterdam, but I'm saying Foreplay, Boiler Room, and Amsterdam.
Okay. Comma. Yeah. Okay. It's a manifestation.
Nah, it's a prediction.
Okay. Fire.
Manifestation is saying, I need that.
Alright.
I need that. But prediction is like, I'll put money on it to happen.
Okay. And what about your prediction for music, our scene, our industry? Where do you think the direction is going?
Okay. Musically, my prediction for our industry and the scene, I think all roads more now than ever point to Joburg. Joburg spending more time there, moving out there. And this is just based on how our scene has looked for the last 3 months or so, where I genuinely feel that there hasn't been any progression in our industry in Cape Town since last year. I think if you compare last year from September all the way through to December last year compared to September all the way through to December this year, last year stands above it by all means possible. Like, I genuinely feel like there was a lot more interest in Cape Town during that particular time, for people coming down, events coming down, and just like the industry in itself for our local events and stuff like that. Whereas now it feels like that interest has either stagnated or is just non-existent. Oh, well, that's just my opinion. So I do think that the prediction for me next year is everything will be a lot more Joburg focused. And I think it also stems from an economy perspective, because according to some of the people that I spoke to, and people who live in Joburg, like, cost of living and doing things in Joburg is a lot easier and a lot more accessible. Like, I spoke to a dealer on Friday, Strictly Silver, Saturday. Yeah. Saturday. I spoke to a dealer on Saturday, and she was telling me about how difficult it is to get events signed off in Cape Town because of venues and restrictions and stuff like that. Whereas, like, in Joburg, you can literally shut down a corner of a street or pop up at any building and you can do something with ease. So I do think the prediction for me for that is our industry will shift more to everything and anything big and good will be happening
centralized
on that side.
There. Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's a change in direction, but I think it's going to be more emphasized. And it's interesting you say that, because I remember clearly beginning of this year, we had a offline conversation about Joburg, and you were very anti. You were saying, no, let's stay in Cape Town, let's build Cape Town, let's do it.
Yeah.
And now it feels like
my perception has definitely changed, and I think the point of that change was also just stemmed from, like, myself being a lot more head on with the event scene, like, this year around, and just looking at, like, the difficulties faced in terms of, like, catching sponsorships and getting, like, local backing and buying from people around you.
You're comparing your struggles here and comparing that to maybe the freedom and the ease of doing things that side, like throwing events specifically. From what I've not necessarily a gigging and bookings.
No, I think gigging and bookings also. Like I think from a financial perspective, this year was better than last year. But I think that's just natural progression as you grow your brand and as you get better and as you become more established. You should be earning more. So I think in terms of, like, quantity of gigs for 2024, it has dropped slightly, but because you earn more, it's less noticeable. And I think the same thing goes for the quality of gigs that are popping up in Cape Town, you know, like outside of some of the stuff that we're doing for Foreplay, what is there that's considered quality and considered like a carefully curated experience, you know? If you're not doing it, if you're not having your own carefully curated experience, there's nothing happening.
Fair. Okay. My predictions for 2025 is that there was two things that crossed my mind. I think I've been seeing a lot of vocabulary and talk leading towards the death of traditional social media. Our thoughts about it. When I say that, I mean, I think that there's something I saw the other day. It was called the death of the follower.
Okay.
And I think that people in general, the average consumer and brands and anybody using social media as a metric is going to look less at numbers in terms of followers and more in terms of your niche sort of audience that you've curated and created for yourself. So if you have a solid 5,000 people that are highly active, highly engaging, and they're niche, like if you are a makeup artist and you have a specific audience and they're all based in Cape Town and they are between this age and that age, you know, that is so much more powerful than a general 50,000 followers that's just kind of like...
Are you stemming this off something you've experienced, or is this like genuinely just what
This is just what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of YouTube stuff and reading some stuff about this, and it's trending that way.
Okay.
It's heading into that direction, and I like that. I think
I think it works for us.
Yes.
And how we, because like if you think about it, we are somewhat looked at as micro influencers because of the smaller like count, or in terms of like following and like numbers that we generate. Even though our percentages are high in terms of like analytics, we often breaking the 10 to 15% barrier of minimum interaction. So we looked at as like micro influencers, but I think it's kind of contrary to what we spoke about last week when we were at Elevate, where it was like, oh, these names were pitched because of follower counts and stuff, versus the actual niche and everything.
The value and the performance value and the experience on the day and all that. Yeah.
So I see what you're saying, but it's also like counteractive, because we in a situation where that was kind of like a barrier that we faced. But I hear you.
There's definitely a difference. There's a difference between a prediction and a hope.
Yeah.
We hope that people will start looking at the actual product, the actual value, the actual content, versus just a number on the top of the profile.
Fizz. What's the second one that you...
The second thing I'm thinking is going to happen is a doubling down in Cape Town. And me, I can only really speak about Cape Town.
Yeah.
Because this is where we live and breathe our work and our craft. I think there's going to be a doubling down of the trend of nostalgia. More people pushing that sound, more people creating events around that, more YouTube sets, DJs, more and more and more and more, and more brands hopping onto that. And while that happens, I think there's going to be a break off, a complete like anti, maybe not anti-commercial, but anti sort of, let's push new, but a very niche, small side.
Group of people.
I think it's going to start.
I think it started already. Like there are some events who obviously push that narrative of things. It's just obviously those events don't get the necessary spotlight that they deserve, where it's like, oh, let's shine a little light on this to show that it's away from that norm thing. I want to say that I don't think it's going to be like a doubling down situation. I do think that the trend is already growing tired. I do think that it's like people are already growing tired of it.
You think so?
I do think so. Like case in point, last night at this 2000s.
Yeah, but I mean it's hard to say. Okay, you this party was 3,000-4,000 people. 90% of them were 18 to 22-year-olds. It's 2024 now.
Yeah.
Some of them weren't even around for that era of music. So they're gonna be there's actually less music that they know. If we played a 2000s party for people 30 and up, the pool of music goes so much bigger.
But you must understand that you've also been in many rooms where that's the same age demographic that you see, and the moment they hear it's a fucking uproar.
Yeah.
So you can't say, oh, the age demographic is it's still a thing. That's why I'm predicting that it might not be it's not going to be a double down situation. I think it's going to be more so, or my prediction would be more so like, oh, we anti that now. Like it's boring now.
Yeah. I'm bored of it.
I mean, everyone's bored. I won't speak for everyone. I'm bored of it. You bored of it.
You can't say everyone is, bro. You can't say everyone's bored of it when
it's still a phenomenon.
A 2000s party is still going. A sip and chill is still massive. A private affair is still massive. Every YouTube set that is popping off now, South African base, whether it's Cape Town, Durban, PV, Joburg, old school mixes, bro. Old school. Like
I just,
even worldwide too, bro.
Yeah, but like on that worldwide topic, like they are old school influence sets, right? But a lot of them that I've seen now, a lot of them are taking the SoundCloud edit vibe. Or SoundCloud edit direction, where it's a 2000 influence track, but it has funkier drums, or
for sure. But you're not gonna hear that in a club here. You're not gonna. I think there is no room for that. I hope that it can go that way.
I think that's a direction that I want to move into for 2025 with sound. Like, and I did it last night at the Also 2000s thing, where I played like a Mumbaton / the reggae Afro edit of like My Boo. and it's
Fire.
hard. It's a
Yeah.
hard edit. I actually want to use that in our everyday people set.
Okay.
It's a hard edit.
By the way, if
We
you
need
guys
to
haven't seen, we're playing
yeah.
Everyday People.
Shout out.
Let's just touch on that quickly,
Yeah.
like 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
We got a
Shout
lot
out
to get
everyday
through here.
people. Shout out to Keo. He
Yeah.
actually hit us up about it. Post out Daisy's set. Like he played after us at Daisy's. And he was like there for majority of the set, and he was like super impressed by what we were doing and
Yeah.
how we came together as
Yeah.
Foreplay. Because obviously he knows us as individuals, so coming together and him seeing that, he was like super impressed.
Yeah.
And he hit us up and he's like, "Yo, everyday people's coming down. He's curating. He wants us on the lineup," and we were like, "Yo, lock that in."
Yeah.
So yeah, 20th of December, Cabo Beach Club. We are
Huge.
debuting at
That's
Everyday
that's a
People. That's
massive, massive
fucking
gig.
huge,
So if you
bro.
don't know, Everyday People, they are a worldwide event. I think they started in America. The guy that started it is DJ Momo,
He's Bus's DJ, no?
Bass's brother.
Oh, fire.
Bass's, I think, big brother.
Yeah.
And Momo takes this event worldwide, bro. He's doing Cape Town,
I've watched the
Joburg,
highlights.
Lisbon, New York, Barcelona.
Yeah.
All over America, everywhere, bro. It is a huge party, like
Yeah.
gigantic. So it's very validating for us to be on this lineup. I've always wanted to play it,
Super validating.
and yeah, it's going to be fun. If you guys want to come check out something that is, you know, on
Very
an
unique.
international level, international
Yeah.
scale, and we're gonna wild out. So shout out Everyday People.
Like, we haven't worked on our set yet, but I've already like pre-plotted some transitions that I want to
Crazy.
throw in there. I'm making an executive decision. You can't say no.
Crazy.
You also got transitions
Hey!
fast. Oh, because I was gonna say stick to the camera.
I've saved some stuff in time, bro.
Oh, okay. Brody, I'm actually
I
tired.
get you now. I get you. He does bully you.
I do bully him. a
Just
little, I'm
give
not
him
gonna lie.
one, Brody.
Never.
Okay. Top
Okay,
performing
cool.
events and clubs. Quick, fast.
Quick fast. Top performing clubs.
Performing, hey? Performing as
Wait,
in
can you break that down?
popularity and
2 clubs, 2 events.
Okay, can you
Okay.
break that down?
When I say top performing, I mean
as in like
enjoyable
attendance
to play. Attendance,
and- yeah.
overall, it's enjoyable to
Yeah.
DJ there. The attendance is good.
but maybe we haven't DJ'd there.
Yeah, maybe
I
we
think
haven't
just
DJ'd
something
there.
we've seen.
Yeah, or something you've seen or
Yeah.
you've gone to, whatever like that.
Okay, quick fast.
Hey,
2
Shan,
and 2.
I think top performing no brainer is probably drama.
They are
I think as a
very
no
consistent.
brainer it's drama. They are super consistent from a Wednesday all the way through to a Saturday. They do pop up Sundays now, which came this
Yeah.
year. And I think every time
they're
been
pushing bigger artists.
there,
They get some.
and
Yeah.
when we've been there, whether as playing or spectating, it's always been a good
Yeah.
turnout and it's always been fun, you
Mhm.
know. So that
Another club
Destiny has also been very consistent this year. They
every
push
weekend
numbers.
through the year, through
Yeah.
winter. It's
They recently
undeniable.
also started doing Thursdays, and their Thursdays are picking up
Yep.
fairly decent. So that's like the top 2 clubs, Drama, Destiny, and then events. Events is a tricky one. Like we actually haven't been out to events like that, but I think the two events, and I'm like outside of the cave now because I can't just every time say the cave.
I know.
Yeah, I'm not saying
I think
the cave.
if we're saying top 2, personally, I think Groovy has just been
stupid, bro.
Like,
I think my top 2 is Groovy Nights and Bays by MRP.
Fire.
Honorable mention, and there's only been 2 editions, but Between Friends. I
Bro.
think the way that was curated and how that was put together, extremely silly.
That Wonderland studio, that was silly. Yeah, no,
So
they do madness
honorable
there.
mention Between Friends, but my top 2 for the year is definitely Groovy Nights and Bays.
I had to think about this one in terms of like just events. I think another honorable mention just for the growth of it is Bass Club, D-Boy.
Yeah, I
That
hear
started
you.
this year, bro.
Mind you, Bass Club started as like a little hidden jewel. Started last year. Started as like a
December?
little hidden jewel where they go to like it's private. So they used to
Yeah.
have like a WhatsApp group of like
They're still doing it. They're
Yeah.
still doing it.
So then they'll text the location on the day, like,
Yeah.
hey, we're gonna be here. They put up a little speaker, D-Boy with his DDJ 400, and it's like, okay, cool. A totally illegal party.
Love it.
But yeah, it's pussy legal. Nah, it's pussy legal.
Yeah, you just can't behind me.
Yeah.
They do.
But shout out D-Boy though.
Yeah. But they do. What they do is also like have. They speak to security
Yeah.
about it and make
Yeah.
sure it's set up that they're not
What's
going to get shut down.
yeah? What's your top 2 clubs?
I would definitely have put Drama in there. Definitely Destiny. I I've been to Souk twice this year, but I've seen a lot of consistent sort of random Tuesday, Wednesday nights that are just popping off there.
I've
So
seen
they've
that
got a
too.
good look. They aren't a club; they're
It's a lounge, yeah.
but they still push it though. Yeah,
But to be fair, like that's how they treat. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they treat things like that now. They don't have a dance. It's non-existent.
yeah,
It is a corridor. Yeah.
yeah.
Sound like biryani there, my bro.
They sell food. It's a lounge, bro. It's like
Biryani. Okay, standout DJs for 2024.
you didn't even say your 2 events.
I did.
No, you didn't. You
I
just gave
I
a,
said groovy.
You said, and the second one? Oh, you gave it to Bass Club, or did you? But you said Bass Club is an
Bass
honorable
Club, yeah.
mention.
Top performing. I definitely feel like we're missing something, bro. We definitely are missing something. You know what?
I don't
Actually,
think so.
you know what I saw grew quickly, and that this leads into my next category is. It's not our scene at all. It's in the Afro sort of scene. Nice. Chalso and Skellum.
Yeah.
Something that impressed me a lot about it is their social media strategy.
I like the way they
their
roll out.
marketing and their rollout is fantastic,
Yeah.
bro.
It's very meme centric.
Yeah,
which
meme
is-
centric. It's
Which
clever.
is very similar to how
yeah.
we kind of handle ourselves. You know, like we like
Yeah.
to make jokes of
Yeah.
everything,
They're
and they
also a
handle that.
duo,
In
yeah.
Also, I think something I've never been to it, and I don't know if you have, but
No, I
like
haven't.
Dope Room also.
Of course, bro.
Like
Silly.
something silly just happened with that event this year, where
Yeah.
it's like just
And
consistent.
they did a
as hell.
lot of them.
Yeah.
I mean, We House has been killing it, obviously.
Yeah, but that's a no-brainer.
yeah.
So
I
don't
think. Hey.
Sorry, I was gonna ask you, what about that? Okay,
It's
leave that.
bleep that.
yeah. Let's not get into
Yeah,
it.
bleep that.
Yo, we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Top
Let's-
of standout DJs for
DJs.
2024. Ish, I think
Two up and comers, two solidified.
two is a lot, bro. 2 is a lot. I'll be honest with you.
Two is a lot.
I want to put
Yeah.
one up, and so we can go 1-1 if you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think one up and coming is Lucastic Luke.
Yes. for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Lucastic Luke
For
has
sure.
been
Shout out, Luke.
on a good run. Shout out.
Definitely.
I think my established DJ, it has to be MRB, bro. I think the thing that inspired me the most this year about MRB is that stance he took against commercialized events.
Mm.
Mind you, this is a risk, no? This is a big risk for a DJ where you stop booking or you stop taking bookings for commercial gigs. And commercial gigs is anything from clubs to your standard week in, week out events and stuff like
And
that.
being loud about it too.
And yeah, and very, very loud about it,
Yeah.
you know, going out, making a statement
Mm.
and actively basically showing proof to people that you are rejecting these commercial spaces because firstly, they don't suit your style of play, they don't suit the music that you play, and you don't want to conform because you are so dedicated to your sound.
Yeah, love that. Shout out MLB.
I think-
that is a big one, eh?
Yeah, I think he's my standout
As a
established DJ. Yeah, he's been
He's
around the game
established
for
as hell,
years,
bruh.
bruh.
Shit.
So, yeah.
For me, an up and comer is someone that maybe started last year, this year.
Yeah.
Like,
Last year, maybe.
in that case, Snyder's is up and.
yeah, it's undeniable, bro. Like,
Nah,
it's been a
God.
year.
No, you know,
It's been more than a year.
yeah, but just over a year.
Yeah, let's be real, bro. Like, who
It's been
else
a year,
is...
6 months.
If you were
Yeah, Fizz.
Where were you?
if you was in
Oh, yeah.
sports,
What? A year and a half in?
if you was in the sports field,
Mm.
you'd be young.
You'd be a young prospect, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be a full Foden.
Yeah. So
Bro, how can you start last June, July, and you're playing at Cape Town City Games now?
Yeah, Fizz.
Do you know what I'm
Fizz,
saying?
Fizz.
But it's deserved, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's 100% deserved.
It is deserved, yeah, it is deserved.
Shout out Snyders.
So, yeah.
and that's not even a biased opinion.
That
bro.
isn't.
I think that's it.
I feel like it probably sounds biased, but you can't. It's undeniable, man.
It's
Like
undeniable,
you
bro.
can't be weird about it. Like it's deserved.
yeah. I
next?
think established for me. This fucking guy talking on the
Bro,
phone. Yeah.
come on, man. Respect
Crazy,
us, please.
bruh.
Go stand outside or something, dog.
Yes.
Put AirPods in.
Yo,
Go sit in the studio.
can't take you anywhere, bro.
That's man. First he took out the packet there and make geraas. With the pack. Now he's eating the sweets. And he chew loud.
Wine
blood.
gums. It sounds like you. Have you heard like the 1 or 2 episodes ago? Sucking his teeth and shit.
Sick, man.
As I said, you can't
Fuck.
Anyways,
Okay.
established DJ.
I thought long and hard about this. I think established. It's not going to come as a surprise to say someone like Dawson put out an album, an EP, his own event, playing massive events. I think he traveled around the world.
Yeah, he's been to Dubai like a couple times.
On the other tip, I'm going to say Chalso Fabri.
Yeah.
This dude came from PE / St. Francis Bay. I might be wrong. He's from either one of those places, but I know him as a PE boy. And bruh, he was in Nigeria this year. I think he was in Mozambique.
Something like that. Yeah.
He was in Europe, I think. And he produces. He's DJing massive parties. He's got an infectious, amazing energy. Like his performance, his
I've seen
stage
some of
presence.
his clips. Yeah, it looks solid.
He just did it. I just saw something now of him at Plet last night. They did like a Red Bull Dome-esque vibe, like at Daisy's, same setup. Fucking murdered it, bro. Like he's
shout out Chelsea.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah.
And I mean he's definitely established, but I think just the explosion in the last year, it's been great to see.
Probably like a ticking time. It's probably been oncoming. I think that's also the one thing that stands out this year. And it's a lesson that I've also learned throughout the better part of last year. It's just like being patient, man. You know, like that's one thing that this game is really cruel about. It forces you to learn patience. Like you could be the most impatient person ever, but the moment you step foot into this game, you have no choice but to be patient. Like
it does help to have a little bit of impatience. Though,
it does. It does.
I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to waste on my laurels.
It's genuinely nothing you can do when it's out of your hand.
For sure.
And I think that's a realization that a lot of people don't get.
For sure.
Top food and drinks places before a night out.
Now, the reason I put this in is because we do spend a lot of time before we go to gigs.
Yeah.
Together having.
Honestly, I think there's one place that saved us.
There's only ever one place we've really gone often, and that's Flirt. I think just because of the.
Shout out Flirt, bro.
It's right here. You can walk to any of your gigs.
Also, besides
the specials, the drink specials.
I genuinely think that the food is really good. There's a lot of Mexican themed restaurants in this road alone, and just in the CBD in general. And I think that they are top 3, not 3, in food. I'll go it.
In the
CBD. I'll say top 3,
in the Mexican
not 3.
sort of vibe.
My undisputed number 1 when it comes to the food aspect of the Mexican game is Fat Cactus. I think Fat Cactus has the best Mexican food.
Just going Mexican food only.
No, I'm just saying, I think Fat Cactus has the best Mexican food. But in terms of like the place that saved us this year, it's Flirt.
Yeah. If Fat Cactus had a branch on Bree Street, it would be done for everybody.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think, Flirt has been, I think it's a no-brainer. I don't think you can put anyone else in that conversation. Top songs of 2024.
Oh, wait, there was also drinks places. Well, I guess it's
the same places. Thing,
yeah. I've been enjoying the spot up the road next to Halo, talking to strangers. I don't know if you guys have been. It's also a nice little hole in the wall vibe. The staff is super energetic. They've got like DJs. They've got something there. I'm paraphrasing, but there's some vibe there where if you can work like as a bartender or something like that. You can be a customer and you can walk in and work as a bartender, and
that just sounds
strange. You get drinks or you get paid or some shit like that. I've just heard about this, but that's the vibe. Anyway, top
songs of 2024. Brody did say it can be from any year, but I think we should just keep it to 2024.
I don't think it's gonna be anything. But I thought about this and I thought there's one song that just has randomly crept into my sets again. Just in the last 12 months, and it's La La Land, bro.
Real?
Like I've just been loving playing that song.
Real. You and Mia have been abusing that song for a long.
It's just one of those things, bro.
Real. I get you.
Yeah. But new wise, it's Kendrick. Listen, the beef saved hip hop and. Is the beef saved hip hop this year?
Yeah.
And the last 5 years, and the girlie saved hip hop.
Yeah,
you actually tweeted this the other day.
Women are directly responsible for keeping hip hop alive this year. Directly
Glorilla,
bro.
Sexy Red. Without them this year, bruh.
I think my song of the year is thingy. TGIF.
What's that other guy? Lotte?
Yeah, Lotto.
Lotto as well.
I
Not
think-
so much.
Not so much,
Megan Thee
but
Stallion was in a few features.
Megan,
Yeah.
definitely. I'd say Megan was third in the sort of, but it's glow
I
and
think- I
sexy,
think-
bro.
I know it's for hip hop, but I think SZA definitely like because she featured a lot.
but that's R&B, man.
no, but she featured a lot. Of
To be fair, Rich Baby Daddy wouldn't be it without SZA. There's something about what she did on that song
Yeah,
that made it
yeah.
go from a thotty clubby song to like da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Like that shit made it like
There's
a little bit more
I
R&B.
think the way she went about it is very melodic, man.
Yeah.
I think that was...
On the new Kendrick album too, there's 2 tracks on there, beautiful R&B songs.
SZA's silly, bro.
So shout out
But
to her.
Yeah,
but the girls,
my
for
top
sure.
song for the year is definitely TGIF. I think that's been a banger since the snippet dropped.
Yeah.
And then my artist of the year for hip hop is Glorilla. I think
Fire.
Glorilla is just
Undeniable.
been undeniable, bro.
I have to agree with you. I think that I'm biased towards Kendrick, bro.
Oh,
I
that's
think
it.
if this album dropped a couple of months ago and had the legs to go, I mean, it's saving summer for sure.
Yeah.
It dropped middle of last week,
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. On a
I've
Friday,
listened to that
midday.
album front to back 2 to 3 times a day since. Like I cannot stop listening to that shit.
I've been taking it in bit by bit. I don't want to listen to that. I've listened to it back to back, but I listen to it bit by bit.
I've listened to it more like more actively recently.
Yeah.
Like the last maybe week and a half. I found myself just like listening to it more often.
I've had 4 gigs since the album dropped.
Yeah.
Bar the 2000s party last night, I've played 4 to 5 songs of that album every single gig. Hey
Makes
Now
sense.
is the
Slapper.
silliest beat I've heard in a minute, bro. That shit is like it's ominous, it's evil. Squabble Up, like we knew it was coming,
Yeah, it's just-
but
that was
it's
a snippet.
just
I
worked
think-
really well. TV Off,
Yeah,
like that's
standard.
just
That's a
it's
no-brainer.
gone off.
Yeah, Squabble Up is
Yeah,
not
but
necessary,
it wasn't
but
even called. It had no name. Yeah,
It was just a snippet. GNX is my favorite
GNX
song.
is stupid. Peekaboo.
Yeah, Peekaboo.
Stupid.
Beam, pop, boom, 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 pop, bam.
The shit I'm on. You wouldn't understand.
We were playing fives last week, and
Yeah.
everybody,
Everyone had mixed
Everyone.
opinions about it, man.
but everybody on the court was at least
Singing something.
a lot.
Yeah.
Hey. That's my bitch.
But yeah, I think for hip hop that's it. The most overused DJ technique is playing Amapiano.
Overused DJ technique.
It's
Okay,
playing
I mean he
Amapiano.
was trying to be funny, but you're not wrong. But technique-wise, hear me out.
Triple B's.
Triple B's.
Hey, man, I feel like you can't hate on Triple B's because that's entry level, bro. Anyone who starts DJing today, you must get past Triple B's. You must start
But
there.
it's only there, bro.
No, but Calvin, I think.
I don't think.
you-
I think it's
I
do
think
something
I
else.
think you're hating on the overuse of I think you're hating on the overuse of it.
You can't say no, but you can't
Yeah.
say Triple B's are overused because that is literally the fundamentals of mixing.
Being able to blend the song is fundamental.
What I mean is, that's the only technique.
Yeah,
you
but
can't.
But
that's the
you,
only technique.
That's you
bro.
being upset at someone not being ambitious enough to learn something else.
Hell yeah, bro. You can't tell me you've
No.
been DJing for 5, 6, 7 years and you sound exactly the same as you did
Nah,
5, 6, 7 years
pick
ago.
a different technique. I feel like you can do better.
You said the exact same thing.
I didn't say that. I said
He
playing
said Triple B's
Amapiano.
before I did.
But because I knew you were gonna say Triple
You
B.
knew.
Overused in the piano space is when they do the little echo, double time fade, and
Yeah, but I mean that's been
That's standard,
that's from
though.
house
That's from
days.
house days
That's
already.
Ken shit back then or euphonic.
bringing it cross genre. And now
Shimza.
you use it every set, almost every second song. That's how you're fading in and out.
Yeah, it's because the intros are too long. Like you can't stand for 2 minutes on the intro, blood.
Still, I stand by my opinion.
Also,
what did
do you
you
know
say the other day about acapellas?
Huh?
That shit killed me, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Liam
Oh,
Q
that was
tweeted
kinda funny.
about
Wait,
you can't just play
I'll go.
acapellas over everything.
I'll go to it now. This is hilarious.
How can you think that?
Guys, this was spooks funny. So he goes on and he says, since when is DJ creativity known as mega mixing? You know that one beat with another acapella? I'm bored, bro. We all don't have to DJ like that. Secondly, some of y'all just miss. No direction with it, just a lot of sounds, but let me rest. He goes on to say, in fact, let me just jump into the booth again. Your creativity y'all speak about, do you even hear what you're doing? Like, how does Fantasia sound on Kendrick's Not Like Us? House way. And then he goes on, finally, every mega mixer should put their mixes against DJ Ken's and see if their mixes make melodic sense like Ken's does. he takes you on a journey, not just playing the latest pop for the sake of it. Also, in terms of consumers, sometimes people just want to hear the song. There are parts of a song that has that magic, and oftentimes you take that away from people.
He makes some good points.
You know, he makes very valid
Especially
points.
the last point, for sure.
Because
He was talking about you, bro.
no, he wasn't.
100%.
No, he wasn't.
100%.
No, he wasn't. I know who he's talking about. For the record, I know who he's talking about. No, I'm not going to say it. But I know who he's been talking about, because even there has been DJs in the scene, especially very, very much in the last 9 months or so, who will actively watch you, see what you do, take it in, write it down, write it on their end, and then 2-3 months later, you just happen to be there when they're playing, and it's like, oh. No originality.
You literally do this to one another.
There's nothing wrong with
We are a DJ duo,
We are
bro.
DJ duo.
But the whole of A3
Shut up, Brody.
No, bullshit.
Shut up, Brody.
Give me one example of a transition
And don't
that
say
he
La La
does that
Land.
I do.
You know that I'm gonna forget now.
Yeah,
Yeah, you see.
exactly. Because
Yeah.
you can't say anything. But mind you, there are DJs who actively do this, right? And I don't mind. I don't mind if you're going to stand in the booth or stand wherever, listen to what I do, try and understand it. You can even come and ask me, how did you do what you did? And I'll tell you. The very least you can do is make your own shit original, dog. Make
Really,
an
bro.
original, bro. And like Brody says, there's times where I listen to Calvin's set and I'm like, I like the way that sounded. But then I'm not going to go do it exactly like
Put it
that.
in a different way.
I'm going to take that.
Do different songs as
Yeah, I'm going to take that and I'm either going to try and recreate it in a way that makes more melodic sense to me personally, or I'm going to try and put it in a way that's completely left field to what you originally came up with. But that's me adding my own spin and my originality to it. These bums are not adding a single ounce of originality to the shit that they're doing, bro.
Before you crash out, let's move on.
I'm just saying.
We have 15 minutes. We can get it. We can really get into
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
but
yeah.
we have a whole next year to go. Okay. The rise of brands,
Hardest working and most
impactful brands. In the nightlife
no-brainer.
space.
Puma.
Broke is obviously.
Puma.
I'm putting
Puma.
Broke in that as well. As
If you want to go international brands and local brands, then it has to be Puma and Broke.
I'm talking more of a local. It's had an impact locally.
More local.
So I would have said Broke and PPC for me.
Yeah,
PPC
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
They did
I
that
think
dope collab with So Days recently as well.
yeah. So there's also.
I mean, they do count as a nightlife entertainment.
Yeah, I
sort
think
of
They used to
brand.
always have their own, I don't know if you remember, So Days Sundays.
Yeah,
Popped off back
Never
in like
been there.
bring it back.
2020.
That shit was
But-
huge, bro.
I think Lemkes can also get a shout there. They've been quite proactive in our industry.
I think
and
they've
keeping
just
things-
their marketing has been
Yeah.
silly, bro.
Honestly, I think they have the best marketing run for the year of 2024.
Bruh.
Like how they've handled releases of shoes and that sort of thing. I think they've been super dope
Bro,
in terms of like the creative element of it.
The
Jordan 11 just
Jordan
dropped. They had a
11.
Domino's tournament, bruh.
bro, that's insane.
The winning team of the Domino's tournament gets a pair of J's each.
Like the
And they get 3K
the level
voucher.
of tapped in they are for the
Bruh.
culture. The one that Corbin did
Yeah,
with
the
Taryn.
TN pose. The Nike
Bro,
TN pose. Literally,
silly.
Joga Benito inspired. Kids running around a parking lot with a soccer ball because the shoe is inspired after Ronaldinho's Tiempo.
That's
10.
like Nike advertising level shit, bro.
Yeah, that's the level of bro.
That shit I did with the box.
Yeah,
The-
I think it's the S&D something.
Yeah.
yeah, with the box. Silly.
Did you see this one? So you get a Walkman. It was a retro. It was a Y2K inspired thing. So you get a Walkman with a CD in it. You got to listen to it and decipher the code. Yeah, I did the
Yeah.
audio for it. Decipher the code, and then the code unlocks the box, and then you get the shoe.
Yeah.
Like,
silly, bro.
bruh, what?
That experience.
It's
also,
insane.
Bro. Like it's like introducing this childlike game to
Yeah.
Literally that,
yeah,
bro.
to a grown-ups. But
But I think Lemkes, Broke, PPC, and Puma. I think Puma just purely from a perspective of they've been giving creatives a bit more accessibility and like freedom. Like for example, Jesse, like they gave Jesse like 3 pairs of Speed Cats, for example.
Fire.
That was like their signature shoe for like a few weeks, and he like got to shoot. I think he shot Bade, he shot OT. and he shot someone else in it, and it was like, okay, cool. Like they gave him creative freedom, and they said run with these colorways and dress whoever you want, and then work with it. Also, the work that they did with Broke, like Broke was like the Broke Boys were literally on almost every single billboard in Joburg wearing Puma Speed Cats, you know. So I think they, in that perspective, favorite set of 2024.
So like, are you asking like my set that I did, my set,
like
or
what was
something
your
that you
favorite
heard?
set?
So I wanted this to be broad. So it's either a set that you played, a set that
Can we do both?
individually or as a duo, or something you've seen that stood out.
Can we do both?
Yeah, I want to
I think do all.
I think this set has stuck with me ever since I heard it. Icon at the Blackout Cave. That set has
OG
stuck
Icon.
with me.
OG Icon.
Stuck with me, bro. To the
Fire.
point of where every day I am upset that the audio fucked up.
Hey,
You
bro.
remember the day after? The day after being with KANE, the whole day was stress, bro. Yo.
Bro, that honestly, the silliest shit I've heard this year.
There are
bro.
some sets that you just wish were recorded, bro. Like in your entire career, or that you've heard someone else do. It's just like
literally.
Shout out Icon. Shout out to who? Something that stuck with me. Let me think about it. On a Foreplay front, Daisy's Foreplay,
No brainer.
absolutely insane.
No brainer.
That was
Absolutely no brainer.
fucking stupid, bro. It should be releasing this week, hopefully.
2 week prep, no? No?
Okay, bro.
We sat for 2 weeks. We
Yeah.
actively sat for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The 2 weeks before that, we were just throwing around ideas and like trying to figure out what we're doing. But actively sat for 2 weeks to throw that shit together.
That was a very like
what a musical journey.
Yeah, genuinely.
Dude, guys, the way you started that set was unbeaten.
Yeah.
See ya Kolisi.
Like, bro.
Nah, we actually cooked the madness.
I did the other set back
Yeah.
obviously because I did it. So it was fire. Yeah, like,
Fire.
I enjoyed having a break for 2 months.
And listening to it. Because you know what Brody does now? Brody takes all the audios from everything we recorded and he listens to it in his car on his way to work and whatever. Everything. And he memorizes everything.
Yeah.
So,
Personal KANE favorite set?
There was a gig you did at the Plug. You did an early set. You had the people.
oh yeah, the beanie order. Is that your personal favorite one?
Nah, I think that's of you.
Yeah. Okay. Face.
What was this?
It was paid in full at the Plug, man.
Crazy.
Yeah. And I think I played like a 9 to 10, and it was still super like light in that, like during that time frame. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna do a Sergio set. And when I say Sergio, so you don't need to bleep my name. Ugh, fuck. When I say Sergio set, it's like what I listen to, what my YouTube music will play when I shuffle it.
Got you.
So yeah, it was that.
Fire.
That's not my personal favorite KANE set though. I think my favorite KANE set. Just trying to think what I did this year. I think it might have been that February Cave.
February Cave.
Yeah, February.
Plug?
The first one at the Plug. I think it might be that one.
The one with the koala.
No, that was birthday. It was the one before that.
You know what? Snyder's at the birthday cave was silly.
Yeah, very, very silly.
That was
very
at
silly.
Thingy still.
No.
No, this is at the Plug.
The new
Plug.
one. Oh, not his first one.
Not his first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What's your favorite standouts?
My personal favorite, there was one that I walked away from this year, and it came during a time where I was feeling like a lack of like fulfillment from gigs, and it was Red Bull Red Monday. There was something there. Before that set, I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? I was like genuine, like, what am I going to do here? And it ended up, I was just in like a flow state, bro. Like I was just on a heavy creative, like literally like an extended 3-style type of set. I remember walking away from that. I was like, yeah, I'm back.
You feel better.
I feel good now.
That's solid.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe it wasn't even the most, I don't know. There was just something favorite for me. Yeah.
I think for our personal stuff, it's more a situation of what's fulfilling for us, man. Like we haven't had much that's fulfilled us from like a creative / DJ space this year. I think the Foreplay things really saved us a lot.
Major.
Like saved us to the point of where we can express creativity and we don't need to be shy about it. But yeah, Biggest takeaway from 2024 as individuals and as a duo.
Okay, I thought about this too.
I actually thought about this
It
as
doesn't
we.
have to be just for the record. Doesn't have to
I
be
think-
DJs.
I think as I'm going to answer this in three things. I'm going to answer it as individual, a duo, and a group because we are a group. I think as a group we are the most slept on individuals in this industry. I genuinely think we are the most slept on individuals in this industry. And when I say individuals, I mean as a collective. I don't think people understand how strong of a collective we are.
Truly, bro.
And how formidable and like how hell-bent we are on making this shit work. I think we are the most slept on. As a duo, as Foreplay, I think we've gotten the recognition that we deserve. I think there's been a lot of validation for us as a duo.
Truly.
In terms of the gigs we've received, the names, the places we found our names in, the conversations we've been involved in, and the respect that we've garnered from, I'd say, the bigger heads in the industry.
The general public, the
general public,
industry.
the industry, and
Yeah.
And then I think as an individual, as KANE, my biggest takeaway for 2024 is that there's international recognition from 4, 5, 6 different countries. There's been inquiries from multiple countries where it's like it's a stone throw away, and something needs to click before that stone is actively thrown to make it happen. But that's my biggest takeaway, is that, and I think it's like validation in that sense. It's like your name, like there are people speaking about you in other countries. They are actively sitting in the rooms, listening, and just going like, oh shit, this dude exists. And then to add on to that, I think being on a first name basis with Joe LaBelle was definitely fucking massive.
It is
this
big,
year.
bro.
That's fucking huge.
It's like a
bruh.
big thing for our little
It
nerdy
was
DJ.
Yeah, it was the equivalent of when this man first heard my government name.
That being who? Sergio? Oh.
Sergio.
Alvino.
Government KANE.
Nah, I don't. Why are you talking about Elvino? Fuck Elvino, bro. Sorry, man. I love you, Elvino. Love you, Elvino. But yeah. That's my biggest takeaways for
Fire.
this.
I love to hear that, bro. It's good to have that, the realization
Yeah.
of like these things are clear. For me, we've spoken about it, the power of manifestation, bro. The power of speaking your goals and your dreams into existence. So many things that we have said, we want this, let's do this, has happened.
Yeah.
Powerful. Number 2, this year on a personal level, if I think back to January, 2024 is a long
Bro, this is a long year, bro.
It flew, but this was a long year. Just sticking through whatever phase of your life it is, whatever you're going through, whether it's ups or downs, just sticking through it, having faith, just surrendering to God's plan for your life.
Yeah.
That's something that I've just been like, in everything in time, no matter if it's up or down, everything.
There's a quote that I've been seeing a lot lately, and I posted it also once. It's basically, you are exactly where you need to be in your journey.
100%.
And I think that's an aspect of life that we don't necessarily look at, because we want things now, and we want to see the fruits of our labor now.
Yeah.
It's like we don't take the time to look at ourselves and be like, but I am where I need to be.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Another thing I've tried to put more into practice is executing an idea. There was something I saw, there was a few things I've been seeing lately, and it's the notion that we think that we come up with ideas, whereas the reality is, or the theory is, that the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, presents the idea to you, and you are gifted with the idea, and you need to use that idea. And if you don't use that idea, it's going to be passed on to someone else. Have you ever had the feeling of, or that thing of like, seeing someone do something that you thought of before,
Yeah,
and you're like, I thought of that,
but I didn't do it.
but you didn't do it.
Yeah.
That's because you have an expiry date on this idea that
on
was
this
given
idea,
to you.
yeah.
So when the idea comes to you,
You need to execute.
execute.
Mm.
And I've just been trying to, and obviously you can't execute everything that you have. You only have capacity for so much. But every time something has come up, and I'm like, I can probably do that. You
And
know,
then you see someone
do
else
it right now. No, just just do it right now. Don't wait and wait for the right time or whatever. The right time is now because you were presented with the opportunity and that idea. Yeah, let's wrap it up. What's the last thing?
The last thing is predictions for 2025.
We did that already.
We basically did in the.
What's the last?
No, like
there's
what do
something
we
else.
see for ourselves in 2025? I think. Yeah, what can we look forward to in 2025 for Foreplay?
Oh, okay.
Man, internationals. I genuinely think that that's a goal, not just for myself, not just for Calvin, not just for Foreplay, but I think for our team as a whole. I genuinely feel like we are at a space now where I don't want to say we have, but I genuinely think we like maximized what we could do or what we can do from a events and that sort of perspective, not only in Cape Town but probably the country. I don't necessarily think there's a lot on our personal calendars that we still need to do within the country. You know, like we've played the major festivals, you know, we've been recognized in some really big rooms and been recognized by some really big people. So I think it's probably a situation of having to go and touch soil on the other side of the world, you
100%.
know. I think that's the main goal for 2025.
Both
finding
in our personal careers,
Foreplay, and as A3, just being outside of South Africa as much as we possibly can be.
Yeah, and I hope that inspires, you know, anybody else that's watching this, that's whether you're in this industry or outside of that. Like, the world is so small, and it's I wouldn't say easier than you may think, but it's simpler than you may think. You know, just put it out there, see what happens, and who knows, you might find yourself on the other side of the world getting paid to do what you love.
JTI has to clean his camera. We're almost out of time.
Crazy.
But yeah, let's close it off. Thank you for another season.
Yeah.
Thank you for believing in us, watching us, supporting us, liking, commenting, subscribing. I know we're pushing you guys for 1,000 subs, but it will happen eventually with good time.
Tell your friends, tell everybody you know.
Click the sub button. Even if you don't watch the content, the sub goes a long way. And yeah, don't forget, you are exactly where you need to be in your journey. And it's exactly that. It's a journey. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. You need to make it past 10, 15 kilometers before you get to the finish line. So trust in yourself, trust in the process, and best believe that the process knows you trusting it.
100%.
Shout out. This has been the Let's Talk Foreplay podcast.
Gremlin signing out for 2024.
This is KANE. Have a good one.
See you guys next year. Peace.
Danke.
Yeah. Yo, that's a wrap, gents.
Football. Snyder said we should do Foreplay needs couples therapy. Apparently there's something happening. Yeah, I don't know. It's Brodi, man. Brodi come here with these vibes. And you want to go on with us behind.
Fake ass victim mentality.
What did I do? Fucking pussy. Sorry, Brodi.
That's insane.
Listen, man, that was very unhinged. Guys, welcome to the Let's Talk Foreplay podcast.
Let's start the whole intro.
Yeah.